Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Real Men Real Talk. I'm your host Wayne, my co-host Daniel, Uncle the White, and my main man Grand Pooba Corey, and myself. We talk about shoot shit, talk spit, whatever. And Uncle the White, what's going on?
Voting,
What about
that's the big issue. It's like we were talking previously about voting. Voting is important for this general or especially midterm. It starts from the bottom.
Uh-huh.
What happens locally is determined by who's put in office, the mayor, the councilman, who they put in different positions. Especially like in consider how voting is supposed to be conducted. They put those rules into place. You get an asshole at the lower level, whereas to get to the top, they have to start somewhere. Unlike the freak number 45, they have to start somewhere. And it works both ways. It works from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. So it's always important to vote in midterm also, because it affects you locally.
Yeah.
It's funded for the programs, all that.
I think right now, a lot of people are really understanding how important it is to vote. I mean, just like this right now, the early voting is going on. Well, the voting is going on, and there's people waiting in line like 7 hours to vote,
Yeah.
5 hours to vote. So I think people are really turning out this election to really just endure the weather, endure the lines, enduring and exposing themselves to whatever as far as coronavirus, the flu is out, and they're taking those chances because they understand this election is very important. Daniel, how you think about it?
Well, just like Unc said, from the rooted to the tooth, get your butt out and vote. It's important.
To the rooty to the tooty.
Oh yeah.
Tighten your booty and get your
But no, it's important for all of the millenniums to get out there and vote. Your vote matters. What's your age? You can be jobless or anything like that, but at any rate, you have the right to vote. So it's good that you go out and express your opinion and vote, because it matters.
Corey, you the political dude of the group.
Well, you know what? You mentioned, you hit on something with the 6 or 7 hours to vote. People got to understand that we can't be discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
We got to continue. You know what I mean? We have to toe the line.
Right.
6, 7 hours is a form of voter suppression. Don't be suppressed. Don't be, you know what I mean, discouraged. Get out there and vote. If it's not today, tomorrow, get out there and vote. I'll hit on something really important, and we undervalue. It seems like when we come out to vote, it's either to get somebody in or purposely to get somebody out.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? We're going to have to get to the point to where we do realize that we do have a say. Our vote does matter. It ain't always going to be up here, but let's start in our community. Let's start with our councilmen, our reps, and our mayors. Everybody always cry about police get, police get. Who hires the police chief?
The mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor.
You know what I mean? So we really got to start focusing on what do we want to represent us going forward.
And also, don't let, like he said, don't let none of this, the mail in your ballot and all this other crap they got going on, trying to discourage people from getting out to vote and expressing their feelings. Hey, get out, get your grandkids if they're old enough, get your kids, everybody just get out and vote. I mean, if you never voted before, this would be the time to do it. All you need is your state ID, driver's license, state ID, even you got a gun card. I mean, it doesn't, as long as you have some form of identification. So please get out and show support for your candidates.
And you're registered.
And register. Definitely register.
And you can toast to it.
Uh-huh.
We want to give a special shout out to CMB Creations, Casey Brown, phone number 615-974-1165 for custom t-shirts, decal, cups, keychains, and more. Hit her up on Facebook. She also made these wonderful shirts and the mug. Thank you, Casey.
All right, now hit us up on this episode of Real Men Real Talk. Hit us up on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe. And as always, thank you for showing up and showing out with us. Thank you. Hit us up.
Real talk.
Real Men Real Talk.